No, funnily enough, the work I do in the 3 studios, there's this one is the Venice studio with me in it. There's this one which is the Cornish studio with Dora and me in it in the background there, in the mirror. That's me in the background. And there's this one which I'm just starting, which is this studio here. With the curtains drawn, but I'm waiting for this one now because this becomes even more beautiful in the winter when the trees all lose their leaves. The whole thing becomes full of lovely silver greys, etc. So although I started this and got interested in it, I now know what I want this to become, which it isn't at the moment. No, the studio to me is part of my life. An artist paints his life. He paints what he is at the particular time, when he's happy, when he's sad. Very often the palette will change. When my mother died, I remember I painted black pictures. Now, I didn't consciously do it. When my second wife died of cancer, my paintings went black. So a painter paints what he is. And my studio, because I'm a painter, my studio is a large part of my life. I get up every morning and come into this space and I see it. Now, when you're painting, you've got to learn to see something. I lived in this studio, this wonderful space, for 8 years before I saw it. I used to do commissions here. I used to draw the model here, but I never saw the studio. And then one day I came back from I'd been abroad for 3 months. And I came back and I was knackered and I went to the bedroom and I slept for 24 hours and I got out of bed and came out of that door and I looked at this place and I thought, what the hell do I travel the world for? Everything I need, everything that inspires me is in this room. I remember when I first came to rent it, I rented this space for £6.50 a week in 1973. And when I first came to see it, I walked through that door with my landlady. She said, my landlady then, I said, come and see the studio. And as I walked through the door, I looked at this space and I thought, I'm home. I'm going to live here for the rest of my life. I knew it in an instant, and I will now live here. I've been here 33 years, and I will be here for the rest. And the same with the other studios. I've always sort of collected studios. I quite like painting an environment that is me. I don't set things up. This studio happens. These old bottles on the table happen. The funny thing is that somebody said to me in the Academy this year, because one of my studio pictures had silver in it, and they said, shows you're changing a bit from dirty old Terps bottles to silver. And I said, well, I happen to have some silver around, so I painted. It happens. And so the studio is a key part of my life.